Where should we start?
Let's check out his planner.
Well, her name is Carol. He sees her often enough to put her in his planner. How disgusting.
I think I found some notes that he has been taking the past couple of weeks. There's a lot about his book and his class. See, I told you we were snooping for nothing.
The planner doesn't make it seem like nothing.
John has never shown behavior like this before. It would be out of character for him.
Quit trying to defend him and just keep looking around. If he didn't or isn't doing anything wrong, then we shouldn't really find anything.
I guess you're right. I'm only doing this because his wife is our friend.
I hope I'm wrong about all of this. No woman deserves to go through that.
Well, then let's do some research about Carol.
Great idea.
Well, she's a student at the university and she's a very pretty young girl.
So is the young ones.
I hate to admit it, but this is looking a little fishy.
Maybe you can call back that friend of yours and ask if he has ever had her as a student?
Okay. Hey James, sorry to bother you again, but have you ever had a student named Carol? Pretty young, slender girl with dark hair. Do you know anything about her? Darn, well thanks anyways. Talk to you soon.
So?
He doesn't really know her, but he says that the girl's been at his office quite frequently.
It seems like we're just so close, but we can't connect everything together.
I just don't understand why he's seeing her so often for just notes.
We have to be missing some piece of the puzzle.
Let's keep searching. Beep.
What was that?
It sounded like a notification.
Go check it out.
Oh my gosh.
What is it?
Come see for yourself.
Is it really that bad?
You tell me.
It's an email from the dean telling John that one of his students filed sexual harassment towards him.
And keep reading.
And that the student claimed he raped her. What? This can't be real. John could never do something like this.
You were the one that kept saying something wasn't right here, and here it is.
But I thought it would be consensual, not rape.
I guess people aren't always who you think they are.
Well, what do we do now?
We can't really do anything. It's not our place to say anything.
His poor wife. He seemed like such a good man.
Well, this just goes to show that's what on the outside is clearly different from what's within.
Wait, John replied to the dean with his side of the story.
And what would that be?
He explains in detail what happened and doesn't say that he is completely innocent, as some of his words and actions could have been taken the wrong way, but claims that in no way did he sexually harass and, more importantly, rape her.
Let me see that. He says she came to his office upset that she had failed the class and repeatedly blames him for her not understanding. After she carries on for a while about this, he agrees to give her an A if she comes back to his office a few more times.
Well, that could have been taken as him looking for sexual favors or something in return for a grade change. But knowing John, he probably just wanted her to come back so that he could discuss the material that she didn't understand.
Let me finish. He says that he did try to comfort her, and he tells her that it's perfectly normal for students to get overwhelmed in college, and that even he did. And he did attempt to put his hand on her shoulder to comfort her, but that she quickly let him know that she wasn't okay with him touching her. But even still, she tried to tell him of an intimate secret, but it was interrupted by his wife calling him to come home. Oh my gosh, she came back to his office after she filed the complaint. John tried to explain to her that he didn't mean any harm by touching her shoulder, and that he was really just trying to help her as a student with no ulterior motives. She, Carol, didn't believe him and tried to leave, but he stood in front of the door and wouldn't let her leave, so that's why she started screaming for help.
Oh, good Lord, this is crazy. No wonder John hasn't told his wife.
There's more. She came back a third time. John was denied tenure and was suspended. He tried to blackmail him so she would drop all the charges if he would just remove the list of books, one of them being his own. Realizing that he was being blackmailed, he lost his temper and physically hurt her, and that's all it says.